Good morning, I'm Councillor Glen, and this is my weekly update for Saturday, November 22nd. The sun is just coming up, a lovely sunrise, and this morning I'm at Kittiwake Park in the Timbermere neighbourhood, a lovely spot early in the morning. Kittiwake, of course, is a kind of bird, a kind of seagull, and if you walk around the Timbermere neighbourhood, there's a few bird streets like blackbird and ladybirds, and there's a lot of nature and outdoors themed streets throughout the Timbermere neighborhood, so maybe something to walk around and explore today. And Timbermere is off of Carp Road or off of Hazeldean Road, behind the Farm Boy and the beer store and the Good Life, if you're looking for the Timbermere neighborhood. Anyhow, this week at City Hall, our focus has continued to be on the city budget. I'm on the Planning and Housing Committee, and this week we approved that part of the budget. It'll be going to Council in December, but a big piece of that budget is the capital budget for affordable housing. Now, we approved just over $23 million in city funding, but if you actually add that up with some other things the city's doing, for example, we have contributions from the federal government, we transfer land at no cost to affordable housing developers. That all adds up to about $103 million, so a really substantial amount, and that's going to mean I think it's about 908 affordable housing units that are under construction right now. Our goal is to get to 5,000 affordable housing units by 2030. These are new builds that are happening, and that target looks achievable at this point. So really glad to see those contributions. On Monday we have our transit budget. I will be chairing that committee. That'll be a busy day. We're doing a drop-in today, 10 a.m. to noon at No Frills over on Iber Road. It's just kind of a chance. I'll be there with my team, and it's a chance if you want to come out, share any of your questions or feedback on the city budget or anything else about Stittsville that's on your mind. We'll be there for a couple hours, 10 to noon at the No Frills today. I want to say a big thank you to O.P.P Staff Sergeant Chris Sturgeon. He led a workshop, an information meeting on how to avoid online fraud, online scams. Really well attended. Thank you to St. Andrew's Church, Doug and the group there at St. Andrew's Church for hosting us. We have posted some links and tips and resources, a very short summary of what was presented. That's on my website if you want to check that out. And we'll try to hold another one of these next year because they're really, really well attended, really popular. Coming up next week on Tuesday, we're going to be celebrating the 25th anniversary of CARDELREC, Goulbourn. That's the rec center on Shea Road. It was originally called the Goulbourn Rec Center, and it was one of the very last, if not the last, project of the former Goulbourn Township before all of the townships and cities were amalgamated in one big Ottawa. So we're going to have some of the people involved in the planning and the funding and the opening, and people who've worked there over the past 25 years. If you want to drop by and check it out, please do. There's information on my website, and there's some free activities at the center on Tuesday as well to celebrate. So that'll be great. This week I've been dropping in to visit some Stittsville small businesses. So wanted to remind everybody to support local Stittsville. This keeps money in our community, in our community's economy, supports local jobs, and just supports an interesting and vibrant business scene here in Stittsville. I've been posting the photos to my Instagram account if you want to check that out. The account is at Councillor Glen. And we've got a ton of great entrepreneurs and small businesses in Stittsville. So as we head into the Christmas season, please shop local and spend your money locally at a small independent business. And the next Saturday is Small Business Saturday as well. We'll talk about that a bit next week. Heads up about some blasting that's going to be starting up this week at 1650 Shea Road. This is kind of between Fernbank and Cosanti. There's going to be some blasting for new housing development happening there. Over at 37 Wildpine off of Stittsville Main Street, there's going to be some tree clearing as they prepare the site for construction. Not really clear when they're going to start building there. They do have approval to build an apartment building there, but not really clear when the substantial construction starting, but they are doing some tree removal. Although worth pointing out, the majority of that site, the large treed area on the north part of the site, that is being conveyed to the city as an environmental protected area. So this is just some of the trees on the southern portion closest to the circle there that are going to be replaced by the apartment building. Winter parking, we're coming up, well, we've had some snow already, but we're coming up on winter. Wanted to remind folks to go over to ottawa.ca and sign up for winter parking alerts so that if the city does a parking ban to help clean up, you'll be aware and you've got plenty of notice to get your vehicle off the street. Also, watch your street. A lot of streets now have the one-sided winter parking. This begins on December 1st, so make sure you look for the signs and check that out and obey those signs. And speaking of winter, we are still looking for some rink volunteers to help out at our outdoor rinks. All of our outdoor rinks in Stittsville are run by volunteers, and they can always use some extra help to flood the ice, to shovel the ice, to get the ice and the boards set up prior to winter. So if you want to help out, send my office an email, and we will be happy to put you in touch with the lead volunteer at the rink nearest you. And speaking of volunteers, we're just a couple weeks away from the Stittsville Parade of Lights. Saturday, December 6th at 6 p.m. It goes down Stittsville Main Street. The Stittsville Village Association organizes that, and they are looking for volunteers to help man the barricades along the route. So a pretty easy volunteer job. You get a front row seat for the parade, and you can sign up to volunteer or get more information on the Stittsville Village Association website. I wanted to tell you about some upcoming events, some ongoing events. Last Sunday, I participated in the United Way Burger Battle. This is a month-long activity in November where a number of restaurants have special burgers. And if you buy a burger, $2 goes to support the United Way, so it's a really good cause. Last week, I met up with my friend Stephen LaSalle, and we had a delicious harvest burger at Ale Restaurant. So thanks to Ben and the staff there. You can see photos and a video on my Instagram account of that. Today there's a talk organized by the Goulbourn Township Historical Society. There's a Christmas bazaar at St. Andrew's Church, and there's a fundraising market at Johnny LaRue Arena. And tomorrow there's the old-fashioned Christmas event at the Goulbourn Museum. So lots going on. You can get more information at glengower.ca/events. That's where you can find our event calendar with all sorts of local events happening. Today is also the Canada Santa Claus Parade. That's happening, I think, at 10 a.m. And it goes throughout the Glen Cairn neighborhood to ending at Hazeldean Mall, I believe. So anyhow, more information on my website. Thank you for tuning in this morning. That's my updates for the week, and I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you here next Saturday. Take care.